In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, dear friends, my name is Abdul Khaliq Dervish. All of us have certain goals, all of us have certain ambitions, all of us have decided, all of us have desired that I want to be there after this much of the time. I want to achieve it. I want to become a person like this one. So these are our long term desires. So these are our long term goals. Almost each one of us is having it. But unfortunately, what is happening? Are we moving and developing toward that goal, towards that destination of mine? That is something what needs to be considered, what needs to be pondered upon. What does happen that after the passage of several years we start thinking that I could not achieve what I had planned to achieve, what I wanted to achieve. I could not reach where I should have been there, where I should have reached, but I could not achieve, I could not make any considerable amount of success, any considerable amount of achievement which I should have been made. Then we start blaming others, blaming our parents first, our siblings then, and then the rest of the people who are closer to us. We start blaming those people. We start putting the responsibility upon the shoulders of these people that I could not achieve, I could not become what I should have become because of this person, because of my parents, because of my sibling, because of my near and dear one, because of that particular person, because of this particular person. I could not become, I could not reach. So it's not me actually, but even if at all I am also responsible, but it is not primarily because of me, it is basically because of those people. I think this is, as long as our approach is this one, as long as the way we analyze upon upon my our own life, as far as we are thinking like this one, as far as our pattern of thinking is this one, we shall never be able to achieve anything, anything worthwhile, anything which is really and really important. So I am of the view, I have a different opinion, I have a different way. I think we need to think in a different manner. If at all we want to succeed, if at all we want to achieve, we need to think in a different manner. Unless and until we don't think it in a different manner, we shall not be able to succeed and shall not be able to achieve at all. We will remain wherever we are. Maybe we will be sliding backward because the rest of the people, they are moving forward, and if at all we are unable to move along with those people, we will be left behind. We will be left behind in the cold, and we will start thinking that I am quite a failure again, because not because of me, because of that particular person. Had he done this, had she done that, had she not done that, had he not done that, I would have been there. And this is the way we are thinking, the way we are trying to justify our own failure to achieve what we should have been achieving. I think we need to change our perspective. We need to change the way we think. And unless and until we don't do that, we will never be able to do anything worthwhile at all. Why? Because what we need to do now, start looking upon the days we have spent, the day we spend. If it is a lunch time and I want to eat something which I might feel pleasure while eating, but it is not good for my health. Now tell me, because the health is something of very basic importance, how shall I be able to get enough amount of energy, health and vitality to work for my business, to work for the achievement of my goals. If at all I don't take care of my health, if at all I am unable to sleep at the proper time because I am busy on my smartphone doing the unnecessary and the useless thing just to kill the time, just to feel a bit more gratified, although it does create a kind of anxiety instead of creating a kind of satisfaction and a real gratification. It does create a kind of anxiety, and which stokes the anxiety as well, which already existed inside us. I think we need to, because our life comprises the decades and the years and the months and the weeks and the days and then the hours and the minutes. If at all I want to make my life as a good one, I need to make my decades good one. If at all I want to make my decade good, I need to make my year good. If at all I want to make my year good and successful and purposeful, I need to make my month good. If at all I want to make my month good and productive enough, I need to make my week productive. If at all I want to make my week productive enough, I need to make my day productive enough. And if at all I want to make my day productive enough, I need to make my hour productive enough. If at all I want to make my hour productive enough, I need to make my moment productive enough. I think this is what we need to understand, and this is what we need to take advantage of. If at all I want to succeed, I need to focus upon my day. I need to focus upon my minute. In during the minute I am living, we live moment by moment and not year by year. If at all I want, I make sure that the minute I am living, the hour I am living, I don't want to do anything else which could hurt my long term goals. And for the sake of momentary pleasure, it might pull me away from my real goals, from the success of my life. I think I need to ensure one thing, and this one thing is that I need to take the right decision. I need to take the right thing. I need to do the right thing. As for my current hour is concerned, as for my current day minute is concerned, if at all I don't take care of my minutes, if at all I don't ensure that my minutes are contributing toward the achievement of my hour, my day and my week, if at all my minute and my hour is not contributing, it actually means that I shall never be able to achieve what I wanted to achieve. I shall never be able to reach the point where I need to reach, and I shall remain a kind of failure, a kind of an unsuccessful person, no matter how much of the time has passed, even if the months and the years have passed, even if at all the years and the 5 years has passed, and even if at all the decade has passed, I shall stay wherever I am. Rather, I may move backward. My dear friend, we need to do one thing. We need to ensure one thing. If at all I want to reach my destination, if at all I want to buy something, I need to save money, and I need to save money on the daily basis. Unless and until I do save the money on the daily basis, I shall never be able to accumulate to save enough money if I want to buy a motorbike, if at I want to buy a vehicle, whatever I want to make, I will need to save on a daily basis. I need to save on an hourly basis, and then only I will be able to buy the thing I wanted to buy. I shall need to give myself proper sleep. I need to give myself a kind of food which gives me energy, which provides me with the health, instead of momentary gratification and the pleasure. We actually need to sacrifice our pleasure and the momentary gratification if at all we want to reach our destination. I think if at all we become ready to sacrifice the pleasures and the gratification of the moment and the hour, let me assure you with enough amount of confidence that my my hour and my day will become good enough, my week and my month will become good enough, my year and 5 year will become good enough, my decade will become good enough and productive enough, and I shall be able to achieve, to succeed whatever I wanted to. I may become a kind of example for the rest of the people by just doing one thing, by just ensuring one thing, and this one thing is that I need to sacrifice the momentary pleasure, the momentary gratification. It is as simple as this one. Then I shall not be complaining about the other people. My parents did this, they didn't do that. My sibling did this, they didn't do that. The rest of the closer people, why didn't they do that? Why did they? I think we will stop complaining and criticizing and shifting the responsibility upon the shoulders of other people, because we have taken the responsibility. I am going to make my day productive enough, my hour productive enough, my minute productive enough without being a fanatic. I need to give myself proper rest and sleep as well, and somewhat recreation, relaxation as well. But the momentary, but the real focus should be that I need to make my day, my minute, and my hour and my day are really productive. I want to get away from I need to create more distance from the things I want to put myself at the distance. I need to get closer to the thing I want to get closer to. That is how the successful people have managed to succeed.